Hello YouTube and welcome diecast family. And today we have a whole bunch of random diecasts that I got in the mail. Don't know what all we're gonna crack open, but we're gonna check out a bunch of awesome diecast cars. This one I don't know if I have or not. It's just the main line. Came out in 2020, I think. I don't know if I have it or not. I think I'm missing the Zamac of this. This is a casting I definitely want all of. There's one really hard release to get. It's in a light blue color. And I don't know if it was like a multi-pack or some special edition or something, but I've only seen it on eBay a couple times. It goes for crazy money. And I was missing one of these variations, either this one or the blue one, and I can't remember now. And I kind of jumped on this on eBay for some reason. I don't know. I thought it was something else, but besides that, there's an RLC release I would like to get. It's in, I think it might be an antifreeze with like a white top. And then there's a Boulevard release from the original Boulevard set. And it's in a solid pink color. So. And I think it was in a Cool Classics too or something. Modern Classics. I'm not. Cool Classics. I don't know. There's only a handful of releases. It hasn't been released a whole bunch of times. And then we have a Hot Wheels Zamac Melon edition for 2021. And this is a casting I do collect. And this is a 1980 Dodge Macho Power Wagon. And I'm pretty sure I do not have this one. Let me double check real quick. I'll take you guys along with me. But right there's some of my nicer trucks. And I got that Power Wagon there. So, no melon version there. And then my other melon variations are right here. And it is not with these melons. So, we're going to go ahead and crack this one open. If you watch one of my previous videos where I talked about melons, you'll know that I said that sometimes you can get them off of eBay like a year or two later cheaper than what you could get them originally for. So this was less than $20 shipped to my house. I think it was $18.99 or something. Shipped to my house. So if I would have went through the RLC to get it and did the whole mail-in process, it costs like $25, $20 for the $21 cars, the $5 shipping and handling you got to send with it, and you got to ship everything originally. And the package I shipped in was like $50 shipped. Now somebody told me you can cut off just the barcodes and send them in an envelope for a lot cheaper. But for me to ship all the card backs, because I thought you had to have the whole card back, I forget now. I think I was able to squeeze it into a flat rate box. But that was only for one melon, I think. Maybe two melons. I was able to squeeze it in a flat rate box, which is $5.50, $6 now. Or $8.50. I think the small flat rate boxes went up to $8.50. But anyways, like I'm trying to say, it costs you between $25 to $33 to do a melon. But if I wait a year or two and I can pick them up off of eBay for 25 bucks or less, I always pick them up because they are nicely done. They always have metal bases, real riders. Appears like full detail. There ain't no front end detail on this truck. And then I think they release 5 a year, and the number's always right back here on it. So this is a number 1 for the Zamac for whatever year I said this was. 2021. So last year was the year of the Zamac. Alright. I don't see any other ones. I think I need the Datsun 510. I think that was a melon last year, wasn't it? I think it was. Next one we have. I noticed when I got this that the card was a little damaged. Like, I don't know, it's just a little bent. Not perfect. Well, picking it up just now, I felt a hole in it. So, somebody had this hanging up on their wall. And it looked like they had it hanging up with a thumbtack stuck straight through it. But this is Benny's Chevrolet Cheyenne from Dazed and Confused. Now, I'm not going to crack this one open on this video. Think I might have to do a comparison video, because I have a Malibu International Real Rides Dazed and Confused 72 Chevy C10 pickup. So you can definitely see here that this is huge. I think it says 1/64 scale right there on it. 1/64th. But look at the size difference between these two. Holy crap. Look at that. Same truck, same detail. Huge, huge size difference. Now, I don't know if it was a short bed or long bed, but this one appears to be a long bed, where this one appears to be a short bed. This one can sell for quite a bit. This one can sell for crazy money. This one's pretty hard to find or come across. So, definitely be cracking them two open in a later video. Probably a truck and stuff Thursday, because I got quite a few trucks to crack open. Have these two trucks to crack open. That one, pretty hard one to get to. But let's continue with this mail call. I got this RCCA. This is limited to 3,600 pieces. And it's a Dell Jr., but it comes in a box, just like the Big Action diecast come in the box. If you ever got a NASCAR Action diecast, I don't know what size they are, 1/32 or something, 1/24, but they come in a box just like this, which is crazy that they duplicated it for 1/64. So this is like a jewelry box, the way it opens up. It's mounted to the base using specialized screws as required by the license and or other regulatory agencies. And look at it. It's covered up with the car cover. We'll take it out. But I definitely wanted the Budweiser variation, a Dell Jr.'s car. And I would love a monster variation of, I don't know if it's Kirk Busch or somebody drove for Monster Energy, and I cannot find a diecast car, but I definitely wanted this one. Or I wanted, they make so many 1/64th diecast cars. It is crazy. Like NASCARs, like different brands, different quality. And to me, oh, you got to be kidding. Well, I will not be taking this off of the base right now, seeing how there's a freaking triangle screw head. What the hell? Well, now we know what they mean by specialized screws. But anyways, you can see that these are made like an Ertl back in the day. Bunch of different pieces on the bottom. Extremely, extremely detailed. I have another one of these action cars, a Jeff Gordon, so I know how detailed it is, and I need to get, if I don't have one, the Dale Earnhardt one, because if I'm going to collect any of the diecast cars, I want to collect these action ones. With shipping, I think this was only like $12. And it has a opening trunk. Which you can see the fuel cell. Detailed out, highly detailed, with the filler neck and everything. And then the hood opens. And it's highly detailed. Highly, highly detailed. Them spark plug wires? They're huge. But maybe a real NASCAR has that much heat protection over them. A really long race like that, I'm sure them cars get extremely hot. But just the detail, and then the interior detail. I stole the wheels from a couple of these. I found them at the flea market. They were in a dump bin. They were all beat up and scratched up, but the wheels were in good shape. And so from drilling them apart, I know how detailed they were. The interior is extremely detailed on these, even though you can't see it. There's multiple parts and pieces to the interior. So, very, very awesome looking NASCAR. Next one, I bought a Johnny Lightning lot. I think I have one of them, but that ain't why I bought it. I bought it for one of them. So, I'm pretty sure I have this car already in my burgundy car collection, the 1971 Chevy Camaro Z28 in a beautiful burgundy color from Johnny Lightning. And I'm almost positive I have this in the burgundy car collection. So, will not be cracking this one open. Probably be available for trade or sell, seeing how I'm 99% sure I have it already. And this was a 3-car lot, and I won it for the price that I would have paid for the last car that I'm going to show. But we got this 1967 Chevy Camaro SS, white with a green racing stripes. Really nice, clean looking card. These are older Johnny Lightnings that came on little cards, little blister packs like a Hot Wheels style, but even smaller than a Hot Wheels blister. So, and this is a, see if we can find the year. Sometimes a year is hard on Johnny Lightnings. 2009. Alright, so kind of newer than I thought. I thought they were from like 2002 or 2004, but not quite as old as I thought. But some came with plastic tires, some came with real riders. It was real hit or miss on this release. Like this one has plastic base with plastic tires. A lot of these, to me, were really similar to the older Johnny Lightnings from like 1994. That era, like this one. Like they changed the stance and the base on them. But the cars themselves, and then some of them are more like their newer, more modern castings. So it was a big variation. It was like a switchover phase for them. Like in 94, a lot of castings had the plastic tires. Most of them were track oriented, I think. Most of them had the metal bases with the big clip on them and shit. And I'm pretty sure these are the same castings, just with a different base. So it looks a lot better with this stance than like the kind of rake stance that all their race ones had, that had the big clip on them for their launchers. But really nice looking Camaro. Kind of like it blown and no hood. But the one that I had to have is gonna be this Johnny Lightning here. This 1970 Dodge Challenger TA. Absolutely love it in the orange and black. Got Dodge on the side. And this one I think does have plastic wheels. Although I thought it had real riders. Nope, it has plastic wheels and a plastic base too. It does have an opening hood. But I just love the look of it. I had to have it. I think I bought this whole lot for like $6 or $8, and plus shipping, and shipping was like $4 or $5. And then the next mail call we have is going to be a 69 Corvette Racer. And this is from the Gumball 3000 Hot Wheels. And this is a super treasure hunt from, I think, last year. And I am not going to crack this open right now. I have like 5 Burgundy super treasure hunts that I need to crack open. So I'm going to crack them all open at the same time in the same video. And then we're going to put them up there with my other supers. So, with my other Burgundy supers. But I'm definitely trying to get all the Burgundy supers. There's a couple that are going to be really hard for me to get. There's either an S2000 or, I don't know. One of them, it sells for quite a bit, like $200. But there's a couple of the Burgundy supers that sell for quite a bit. So it's going to be hard for me to complete, and they do release a lot of Burgundy supers. Every year they release Burgundy supers. The next one is going to be an autoworld. Now this one is a pretty hard release to get from autoworld. The GT40 in the Golf Racing livery. For some reason, the one that's satin, you might still be able to get it on eBay for $15 to $20 maybe. Maybe. Don't hold me to that, because they might not. It came out in a satin variation and a variation that's dirty. And both of them are hobby exclusives. I think you can get for cheaper. Before that, I don't think they had the golf license. And they released this 3 times, I think, with the golf paint scheme on it, but no golf emblems. Then they released it, I think, only 1 time with the golf emblems. I think the newer ones all have the golf emblems. But this was the first one to in the satin, or in the gloss. Then last year, a year before, they released them in Miho exclusives or something that came out in satin, and a clean variation and a dirty variation. And them ones you might still be able to pick up at a decent price. You might not, though. For some reason, these GT40s just go up and up and up in value. And I do have one of these already, but I was able to pick this up for like half of what it sells for normally. So for that price, I couldn't pass it up to grabbing an extra one. Might be good trade bait for an autoworld collector someday, because there's hardly ever one of these on eBay, and when there is, people are asking like $65 to $85, and that's loose. If it's carded, they're asking $100, $120. And I actually have the ultra red of this. I think there was only 1,200 of these. I'm not sure about that, but I think this was one of them releases where they did not make very many of them. Might have been only 1,200. And the ultra red's extremely rare. But I think I've seen the ultra red sell for cheaper than what I've seen these, the regular variation, sell for. Just because so many people who try and get all the GT40s from autoworld, this is like the hardest one for them to get. But I got a couple more autoworld coming in the mail that are really, really, really hard to get, that I've been trying to get for 4 or 5 years now. And I finally got my hands on them. So I can't wait until they get here and show them. But here we go with the Hot Wheels Vintage Racing. Dan Gurney's 68 Mercury Cougar. Now, really missed the ball on the Hot Wheels Vintage Racing. The Datsun 510 Ford, I don't know if it's selling for $500 or $1,000 right now, but it sells for crazy money. You can buy pretty much the same variation now in the 510 2-pack that came out. It's pretty much the same paint variation and everything. But man, anytime I have a chance to pick up one of these vintage racings, I always jump at it. I don't have very many of them at all in my collection. There's a lot I need. So this came out in 2010. Might have came out about 5 years before I started collecting. But even when I started collecting, these were already selling for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Not just like the good ones. The 510 at that time might have been 150 bucks. Awesome race cars though. I would have loved to have had the whole entire series. And then the last one we're not going to crack open. I'm going to save it for Truck and Stuff Thursday, because I got a lot of really good ones. A lot of really good ones waiting to be cracked open. And this one's going to go right up there with them. So I really like the clean look of this ultra red. Just has ultra red paint, white interior, normal wheels, and a metal base. So to me, this is one of the cleanest looking Ultra Reds. Absolutely love it. Got a pretty good deal on it too, for what these Ultra Reds have been going for, because there's so many of these. They make 16,000 of these, so, and a lot of people I don't think are trying to get all the Ultra Reds, so it really drove down the price on them. The hobby exclusives and stuff, and Miho exclusives, and all the other exclusives, of course, they're still asking $150 for an Ultra Red. But a lot of these, it seems like, as long as you're willing to pay like $45, $50, you can pretty much get any of the mainline premium, autoworld premiums for $45, $50. So I don't really care for the ones that have the red tires and stuff. So I try and stay away from them. Although the new one has red tires, and I want it really bad because it's a two-toned and it's black. It's black and red. Now, autoworld did two-toned for a long time on their Ultra Reds, but they'd be white and red. So, and then they did do a release, maybe only one release, where they were red and black, all the Ultra Reds. Other than that, they've never did a red and black Ultra Red that I know of. So I definitely want the two-tone new one that's out. And it seems to be going for quite a bit. At least 75 to 100. Haven't seen it go for less than that. But that's all I got to show you for this mail call episode. Let me know which one was your favorite one. Mine, oh, it's going to be tough. I really like that. Just the quality of it and everything else for a 1/64 is insane. Love this. I was most excited to get this. This, you can't beat it for $20. Add it to the collection. Awesome, awesome. The winner might be this one, though. This will be cracked open in a future video. So make sure and stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. Comment down below. Let me know which one was your favorite out of this mail haul. And have an awesome day.